everybody, my name is Duer. Welcome back to another episode of Walk to Class, an early morning edition of Walk to Class. Who is my guest today?
I am Maanasa. I am the guest on Walk to Class today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are
We're
you?
at the train station.
Yes, we are.
This is how you get to class.
Every day.
How was your train ride in this morning?
It was smooth. I took one of the later trains, so it was less crowded, so that was always nice.
Well, let's head to class, right? Let's do it.
Head right on over the altar.
It is the morning. You have your drink. What do you got
I got a
rocking this morning?
matcha latte, iced matcha latte.
Is that your go-to?
I love matcha.
All right. So, Maanasa, let's talk about where you're from. You're from the main line. How did you end up here at Temple?
So, Temple it's big in the main line, and just because we're close to it. But I was looking for a school that wasn't too close to home, but not too far.
Yeah.
And Temple is about 20-30 minutes from me, so I said, hey, perfect distance.
Now, you're the first person we've had that takes the train on Walk to Class, but you're the first person we've had. Why do you take the train versus driving?
I just don't like driving.
Yeah.
And one thing I really like about the train is that I get to read. I'm a big book person. I'm reading Pachinko right now. So good.
Okay,
So,
nice.
It's great to just have my reading time on the train. It's something I would not get on driving.
Do you ever do your classwork and stuff on the train?
I do sometimes. I just feel kind of weird just having my laptop out, connecting a hotspot. But sometimes if I'm really on a time crunch for my assignments, I'm just gotta get it done.
How long is the train ride?
For me, it can take anywhere for 30 to 40 minutes, depending on rush hour and whatnot. But usually 30, I would say.
All right, and there's the train going by.
Yeah.
I know you're heading to class this morning. What class do you have?
I have marketing
Okay.
class, and then later my second class is human resource management.
Nice. Well, speaking of, you're about to finish up your first year here at Fox. If you were to go back to the beginning of the year, would you have been any different advice for yourself now that you've experienced your first year?
That's a good question. I would say probably just be patient. There was some times where I'm everything feels stagnant. Why is nothing moving?
Yeah.
But it takes time.
Right.
I would say. So,
Now, we didn't talk about it. You're an international business major
yes, I am.
on a pre-law track. How's that experience? How did you come to that decision?
Great question.
Yeah.
But basically, I do like business, and I do kind of like seeing different cultures and different perspectives. So merging those two, I would say international business, perfect for me. But I also wanted to take on a more outside view with law, bringing that in.
Yeah.
So something with mixing international business and law, whether that's employment law, litigation, and all that. But
Nice. All right, sweet. So an international business major, pre-law track. Let's also talk a little bit about your on-campus involvements. I want to start first with you're a Fox Ambassador.
yes,
Tell us about that program.
So being a Fox Ambassador, we're basically bridging the gap between high school students who are coming to Temple and just trying to navigate the crossroads, because it can be very confusing. But we do a lot of work with ETDs, Experience Temple Days, where students who are admitted, it's kind of a really big open house, is how I'd explain it.
Cool.
But we give presentations, we lead tours, we host panels, and do all kinds of work centered around that.
Nice. Not only do you have an interest in cosmetics, but you're also involved in the Cosmetics Beauty Birds, the group here on campus. Well, first off, tell us about your own personal connection to cosmetics.
Well, I am a big makeup person. I love makeup, which I know a lot of girls can say that, but I work at Sephora outside of school.
Nice.
And like you said, I am involved in our cosmetics club, Beauty Birds.
And they do some really great initiatives, not only here on the Temple community, but also out in the community around Temple. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, no problem. So, like you said, they do a lot of work in the school. I've known so many girls who have told me yeah, I really want to get started doing makeup. I just have no idea where to start. This club is perfect for people who just are looking for a way to learn. And they basically just, every Friday, the club runs from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, it's basically their demo. So they'll be teaching how to do, your lashes, your base, your blush.
Oh, cool.
And then from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, they'll provide you with all the stuff so that way you can practice on your own time.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sweet. Well, we've arrived at Alter Hall.
Yes, we
I
have.
know you have to get to marketing class.
Do.
Thank you for joining us and have a great rest of your semester.
Thank you. I'll see you around.
All right, take care.